f of t has Laplace transformation f of s minus s naught. Okay, right? So the proof of this is something like this. Proof. Okay, right. By definition, f of s is equal to integration from 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of minus st dt. Then Laplace transformation of e to the power of minus s naught t into f of t is equal to what? If you take the Laplace transformation, if you want to find out the Laplace transformation of f of t, what you should do? 0 to infinity that f of t into e to the power of minus st. Now instead of that, we want to find out the Laplace transformation of e to the power of minus s naught t into f of t. Therefore, in place of f of t, put that. Therefore, what is that? You can write it 0 to infinity e to the power of minus s naught t into e to the power of minus st, into f of t into e to the power of minus st into dt. Now, integration from 0 to infinity e to the power of f of t into e to the power of minus, you take common, t you take common. Then what is that? If you take minus sign outside, what is left out? S plus s naught is there, right? So therefore, what is that? We can write it. This is, you take it as s naught of t only. So then what will you get is s naught of t. So this will become s naught of t. Then what is that? If you take minus sign outside, what will you get? S minus s naught into dt. So therefore, you just compare with the definition. Comparing with definition. Very simple one. You see this. When you are writing this, f of s is equal to 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of minus st. If you write in this format, we have s here. When you have s here, we wrote it as what? F of s. Same format I have written. And what is that? We can write it. The left hand side is what? That is nothing but equal to what? In place of s, we have s minus s naught. Therefore, Laplace transformation of e to the power of minus s naught t into f of t is nothing but what? Same format is there. If you have s, we call it as f of s. If you have s minus s naught, we call it as f of s minus s naught. Hence the proof. That is the required proof, right? So therefore, Laplace transform e to the power minus s naught t into f of t is f of s minus s naught. So that is the proof of frequency shift property. See, whenever we have shift in the frequency, we have multiplication in time domain. See that the shift property, time shift is nothing but what? Time shift is nothing but what? Time shift is nothing but if shift is in time domain, if the shift is in time domain, we call it as time shift property, f of t minus t naught. If you say frequency shift property, frequency shift means what? Shift is in frequency domain. Frequency shift means frequency shift is in frequency, s minus s naught. The beauty of the concept is, if you are shifting in one domain, other domain is multiplied by exponential. For example, I am shifting in time domain. Therefore, frequency domain, what is that we have? E to the power of minus st naught into f of s. Okay, right. That means what is that we have? Shift is in time domain. When you shift this one in time domain, signal in time domain or function in time domain, other domain will be multiplied by exponential. Similarly, if you are shifting it in frequency domain, other domain will be multiplied by exponential. Therefore, we'll get it as e to the power of s naught t into f of t. So it is applicable to all transforms, Laplace, Z, Fourier, wavelet, wherever it is. If you have a shift in one domain, other domain will be multiplied by exponential. This is the basic concept of transformation. See, as I said, we have thousands of transformations are there. Sir, do you know all the transforms? No, I don't know. If you know any one transform, we can do all other things similar way. So the logic remains same. So shifting in one domain is nothing but multiply by exponential is the other domain is one of the important property. We use extensively this kind of properties in particularly in communication domain, right? Not only in even image processing also. There we call it as spatial shift, not time shift. Same concept we use it. And that we call as spatial shifting, we call it as. Okay, right? Anyhow, you are going to learn in the higher semesters all those concepts. Now let us move on to one more property, differentiation in S domain. Differentiation in S domain. Next property, property number 5, I think. Okay, differentiation in S domain. In S domain. Okay, right. So the property is says this way. Let us say if, as the name itself indicates that differentiation will be done in the S domain, so this transform domain. So therefore, the statement will be something like this. Statement: if f of t has Laplace transformation, if f of t has Laplace transformation f of s, then minus t into f of t has Laplace transformation, what is that, df of s divided by ds. df of s divided by, so very simple one. So as the name itself indicates that, so you no need to do anything, take the definition, differentiate, you will get the, see where we should differentiate, with respect to what we should differentiate, he himself has given. That means by statement only we can understand that what you should do. So therefore what you should do is, take the definition, differentiate, compare, you will get the answer. You will get in 4 lines, right? Now by definition, proof, very simple one. Proof by definition, what is that we have? F of s is equal to what? F of s is equal to integration from 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of minus st into dt. Differentiate, because we want df of s divided by ds. Differentiate with respect to s. Differentiate with respect to x. Sorry, s. Therefore, what will you get? df of s divided by ds is equal to integration from 0 to infinity. F of t is constant because I am differentiating with respect to s. Therefore, e to the power of minus st into differentiation of minus st. Differentiation of minus st is what? Minus t. Okay, right? Into dt. Don't think that, sir, differentiation and integration is gets cancelled. Sorry. Integration is with respect to t. I am doing the differentiation with respect to s. So therefore, this integration will not get cancelled with the differentiation what we did it. Okay, because I am doing the differentiation with respect to s, but here the integration is with respect to t. Since if it is same domain differentiation is there, let us say this is also t with respect to t, this is also with respect to t, then it would have been cancelled. But now it will not cancel because the integration is with respect to time and I am differentiating with respect to s. Therefore, t terms will become constants, f of t and e to the power of minus st, and differentiating this minus st with respect to s means s will differentiate, s becomes equal to 1 and you will get minus t. Okay, right? Now, df of s, rearranging it, df of s divided by ds is equal to integration from 0 to infinity. Take minus t this side, minus t into f of t, minus t into f of t into e to the power of minus st into dt. Now you compare with definition. Comparing with definition. The beauty is here. Look here. When you have f of t in this format, if you write it, 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of minus st, the left hand side is the differentiation of this quantity now. If you write it is 0 to infinity something into e to the power of minus st into dt, if you write it, the left hand side is the Laplace transformation of that something. Something can be anything. Okay, right. Now what is that I am saying is, if you write in this format, 0 to infinity something into e to the power of minus st into dt, the left hand side is the Laplace transformation of the something by, see this one, f of t is having a Laplace transformation f of s. That means the left hand side quantity is the Laplace transformation of this quantity. Now you same format you see it, 0 to infinity something into e to the power of minus st into dt, the left hand side is the Laplace transformation of something, no? So therefore what is that you can say it? So minus t into f of t has Laplace transformation left hand side. Laplace transformation is what? Left hand side. Left hand side is what? df of s divided by ds. That's all. That is the required answer. That's how we should do it. So the left hand side is the Laplace transformation of that something. In this case, something is minus t into f of t. So that's such an easy derivation is this, right? Generally, this kind of questions, they'll ask for 4 marks. State and prove. Okay. Now, another important question, which was asked in January 2019, initial value theorem. 6th one. Sixth one is initial value theorem. Initial value theorem. This was asked in January 2019. And the marks allocated for this one was 5 marks. State and prove initial value theorem, state and prove final value theorem. Sometimes they'll ask for 10 marks. State and prove initial and final value theorem. Okay. Statement is something like this. Statement. If f of t has Laplace transformation, f of s. If f of t has Laplace transformation f of s and f of t is causal, and f of t is causal. What is the meaning of causal? I will tell you. Causal. Then f of 0 is equal to, then f of 0 is equal to limit as s tends to infinity s into f of s. This property we are going to use extensively in control system as well as in Sigmason system. Okay, right? In the higher semesters. Proof of this one. Proof of this one. Okay, right? So now what is that we have? We know so before that, we need to do one more property. 1 minute. Before going to this property, we need one more property. So before going to this, one, we need to do one more property. I'll do it here only. So this I'll call it as 6th one. This we call it as 7th one. Differentiation in time domain. Differential property or differentiation in time domain. Differentiation in time domain. So why I am doing this one here is this property is required while doing this problem. This is the property. Hence I am doing this first. Okay. Statement is something like this. This is very important theorem because we are going to use extensively even in Fourier transformations also. Statement. If f of t has Laplace transformation f of s, then df of t divided by dt has Laplace transformation s into f of s minus f of 0. Okay, right? So proof of this one. Proof. By definition, what is that we have? By definition, f of s is equal to what? Integration 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of minus st dt. Now I want, what is that? Laplace transformation of this quantity. Laplace transformation of df of t divided by dt. is equal to what? Use the same format. That means if I want the Laplace transformation of f of t, what is that I did it? I did, what is that? In place of f of t, if we have 0 to infinity, if we put the f of t here, e to the power of minus st dt. Now I want, because I want the Laplace transform f of t. Now if I want the Laplace transform df of t divided by dt, in place of f of t, you put df of t divided by dt. Integration from 0 to infinity, this is for t. I'll write it because differentiation with respect to t. Okay, right. What is that we have? df of t divided by dt, df of t divided by dt into e to the power of minus st into dt, df of t divided by dt into e to the power of minus st into, okay, right. Now, here the integration is with respect to, what is that? Time. Both of them are having the time quantity, and integration. We'll have to go for integration by parts. Integration by parts. Integration by parts. By parts. So you can use the integration by parts. According to this, what is that we have? Integration of u dv is equal to uv minus integration of v du. uv minus integration of v du, we can write it. So whatever the quantity we have, that you take it as uv, dv you take it. One as dv you take, one as ud you take it. One which is integrable, one which can be integrable, we can take it as dv. Let us take dv is equal to df of t divided by dt. df of t divided by dt. So here we have, and one you take it as u. So this you take it as dv, this you take it as u, or you can use Bernoulli's principle if you are familiar. Okay, right? So df of t, so dv is this one, and u is this one. U is equal to e to the power of minus st. So now what is that? V is equal to what? V is equal to what you should do? We should do, if you want to remove d, differentiation, you have to do the integration. So integration of this one is what? F of t. Integration of this one is f of t, and the integration, what is that? Du you want, right? So what is that? uv minus v du. Du is equal to what? Du is equal to differentiation. Differentiation is nothing but equal to what? Differentiation with respect to t. So what is that? You can write it e to the power of minus st into differentiation with respect to t is what? Minus s you will get. Multiply by what? Minus s. Now you substitute in this equation. So what is that? We can write it. Okay, right. Substitute in this equation. Laplace transformation of df of t divided by dt. df of t divided by dt is equal to integration from where to where? 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. Okay, that integration we are removing it, right? So using property. So integration of u dv is equal to uv. uv is what? U is e to the power of minus st. E to the power of minus st into v is f of t. F of t. uv minus integration 0 to infinity uv minus, what is that way? Integration v du. V is what? F of t into du. Du is nothing but what? Du is nothing but, what is that? Du is minus s into e to the power of minus s into e to the power of minus st dt. Okay, right. Now what you should do? This will be integration from where to where? 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity is there. Substitution, integration. After integration, we'll have to limits, we'll have to substitute. Okay, right? Because integration from 0 to infinity. After integrating it, we'll have to substitute for the upper limit and lower limit. So go for the upper limit. E to the power of minus infinity is what? 0 minus lower limit. E to the power of 0 is what? E to the power of 0 is 1 into f of 0. F of 0 minus of minus plus. Okay, right. And what is that? F of t into e to the power of minus st. F of t into e to the power of minus st. Okay, take s outside. Okay, what is that? You can write it plus s into integration 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of what? Minus st dt. This is nothing but is our f of s. Laplace transformation of f of t, what is that we called? Integration 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of minus st dt. I'll call it as what? F of s. Therefore, Laplace transformation of df of t divided by dt is equal to, what is that? You can write it. This side is what? S into f of s minus f of 0. So this is the Laplace. This is known as time differential property. Now we use that relation. So to prove this one, we need that relation. So proof. We know that. What you know? Whatever we have derived now, that we know. That is the reason why earlier I would have not written, because this I have not, we didn't know this. So now we know that. We know that what is that? d by dt of df of t, Laplace transformation df of t divided by dt is equal to s into f of s minus f of 0. S into f of s minus f of s. Right? 1 minute. So we'll go back to the original problem. Right, initial value theorem. So now what is that? You can write it, integration from. So now you're taking the limit. So this is nothing but what? Laplace transform df of t divided by dt is nothing but what? By definition, what is that? You can write it, integration from Laplace transformation, any quantity is nothing but what? 0 to infinity, that quantity into whatever the Laplace transformation you want, whichever the term you want, that quantity into e to the power of minus st into dt is equal to s into f of s minus f of 0. And taking limit. So see, the question itself he has given the answer. What is that we have? Limit as s tends to infinity. Before that I said that f of t is causal. Causal is nothing but any signal is ranging from, any function is ranging from 0 to infinity. Any signal, any function or any signal, any function ranges from 0 to infinity. For example, f of t is causal means this function is ranging from 0 to infinity. Such signal we call it as causal signal or causal function. Okay. Now in this one, what is that? Signal is, function is ranging from where to where? 0 to infinity. Function is a signal is a function. So you can use alternatively function or signal. Okay. Right. Now taking limit as s tends to infinity on both sides. S tends to infinity on both sides, because we want s tends to infinity. So therefore, what will I get? If s tends to infinity, limit as s tends to infinity, integration from 0 to infinity, df of t divided by dt into e to the power of minus st dt is equal to limit as s tends to infinity, s into f of s minus f of 0. Okay, right. Now, okay, right. Limit as s tends to infinity. What is that we are going to get it? Limit as s tends to infinity. If we substitute here as s tends to infinity, limit as s tends to infinity, what will happen? E to the power of minus infinity. E to the power of minus infinity will become equal to what? 0. So e to the power of minus infinity becomes equal to 0. So therefore, what 0 into anything is what? Left hand side will become 0. 0 is equal to limit as s tends to infinity, s into f of s minus limit as s tends to infinity, f of 0. Okay, right. But limit as s tends to infinity is nothing but what? Yes, there is no s term. Therefore, this will become equal to f of 0. Transfer to left hand side. What will I get? F of 0 is equal to limit as s tends to infinity, s into f of s. That is the required answer. So f of 0 is equal to, there is the initial. That means why we call it as the initial value theorem? We have, see, f of t is a function. The initial value of that function is what? F of 0. Final value theorem means what? F of infinity. That is, final value of the any function can be obtained from the S domain. Let us say if you know the Laplace transformation of any function, I can, without finding the inverse Laplace transformation, I can find out the initial value of the function. That's what the meaning of this one. So let us say I know f of s. F of s is nothing but what? Laplace transformation of the function f of t. If you know the Laplace transformation of any function, without actually calculating the inverse Laplace transformation, I can tell the initial value of that function. Similarly, later on, next one topic is what? Final value theorem, wherein without knowing the inverse, without actually calculating the inverse Laplace transformation, we can tell the final value of the function in time domain. That is the meaning of initial value theorem and final value theorem. Now let us move on to the next one, eighth one. So that is about, this is initial value theorem, wherein we will get the initial value of any function without actually computing the inverse Laplace transformation of any function. So if f of s is given, no need to calculate the inverse Laplace transformation. Without knowing that, we can find the initial value of this. Now let us move on to the next one, final value theorem. So I think this eighth one, na? Final value theorem. So what is this final value theorem? So same way, we are going to get it as if f of t has Laplace transformation f of s, then the final value of the function, what do you call? F of infinity. This can be written as limit as what is that? We can write it t tends to infinity f of t. Same thing only, because f of infinity, as t tends to infinity, this will become f of infinity is equal to limit as s tends to 0 s into f of s. So if f of infinity is nothing but what? Final value of any function can be obtained if you know the Laplace transformation of any function. That is the meaning of it, right? If that is the case, use the differential property by definition. Once again, by definition, what we have proof. By definition, what is that? You can write it. F of s is equal to integration from 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of minus st dt. By what is that? Differential property. By differential property in time domain. Of course, in time domain, we can say that differential property in time domain, we can say that what is that? You can write it s into f of s, or you can write it as df of t, Laplace transformation of df of t divided by dt. Df of t divided by dt is equal to s into f of s, minus f of 0. Okay. By definition, what is that we have? So by definition, we can write it as, what is this Laplace transformation of it? 0 to infinity df of t divided by dt into e to the power of minus st dt. Same format. In place of f of t, I have df of t divided by dt is equal to s into f of s minus f of 0. S into f of s minus f of 0. Now what is that we have is same thing. Taking limit as s tends to 0 on both sides. It's there. See that here earlier problem, it is s tends to infinity we have taken. Here s tends to 0 we should take it, right? Taking limit as s tends to 0 on both sides. Limit as s tends to 0 on both sides. Integration 0 to infinity df of t divided by dt into e to the power of minus st dt is equal to. So what is that? You can write it. limit as okay, right. Sorry for the inconvenience. So now we have taken s tends to 0 on both sides. Okay, right. Now what is that? You can write it. Limit as s tends to 0 on both sides. If the s tends to 0, if the s tends to 0, what will happen? E to the power of 0 you will get. E to the power of 0 is what? 1 you will get it. And then what is that we have? Differentiation. Once you have that, that means the limit as s tends to 0. So this will be limit as s tends to 0, this will become 1. Therefore, what will I get? Integration from 0 to infinity df of t divided by dt is equal to limit as s tends to 0 s into f of s minus f of 0. Okay, right. So now what is that? You can write it. So this differentiation and integration gets cancelled because integration is also with respect to t, differentiation is also with respect to t. Therefore, differentiation and integration gets cancelled. F of t between the limit 0 to infinity, which is equal to limit as s tends to 0, s into f of s minus f of 0. Now, substitute upper limit of f of infinity minus f of 0 is equal to limit as s tends to 0, s tends to 0, s into f of s minus limit as s tends to 0, it will be same as that of what? F of 0. So minus f of 0 plus f of 0, minus f of 0 on both sides gets cancelled. Therefore, f of infinity is equal to limit as s tends to 0, s into f of s. That is the required answer. So f of infinity is equal to limit as, not t tends to infinity, s tends to infinity. Okay, t tends to infinity. T tends to infinity. So limit as t tends to infinity. Sorry. Okay, f of infinity we can write this, right? So f of infinity is equal to this one. Or another way of writing the same thing. Another way of writing the same thing is f of infinity can be written as limit as t tends to infinity. F of t is equal to limit as s tends to 0, s into f of s. That is right. This is t tends to infinity only. Correct. Okay. This is nothing but as t tends to infinity, this will become f of infinity. So this will give the final value of any function, right? So this is known as final value theorem. This also is asked in the examination January 2019 for 5 marks. January 2019 for 5 marks. So these are the questions what we have seen in the recent papers, right? Now let us move on to few problems which are repeatedly asked in the examination. So that's about the properties. Still one more property is there. I'll come to that in the later stages. That is convolution property, right? Now let us move on to few problems. So, and all those questions are asked in the one of the recent papers. Okay. Now let us do use problems, right? So one of the recent question paper, it says that, so this is repeated 4 or 5 times, and recent appearance is January 2018. Find the Laplace transformation. So problem, let us say problem number 1. Find Laplace transformation of impulse function. First one, impulse function. Second one, step function. Third one, what is that? Ramp function. And its representation also, and its Laplace transformation and its time domain representation. Time domain representation also is asking. So one by one, it is 9 marks question. 9 marks question. In some of the papers, any one of them they'll ask. Okay, right. First one, impulse function. Impulse function. Very simple one, 3 marks each. Impulse function is nothing but already I have defined in the last class, delta of t, and is equal to what? Its value is equal to 1 for t is equal to 0 and is equal to 0 elsewhere, and is represented by at t is equal to 0, its value is equal to 1. So that is the function what we have, and this one if you do 1 mark you will get it, right? So now Laplace transformation. Laplace transformation of delta of t. Delta of t is equal to integration from 0 to infinity f of t into e to the power of minus st dt. In place of f of t, what you have? Delta of t. Delta of t into e to the power of minus st into dt. But what is that? Even though integration is there from 0 to infinity, but this function will exist at only one place, where it exists at t is equal to 0. It exists at t is equal. So this function exists at only at t is equal to 0. The product also will be existing at t is equal to 0 only, because rest of the place this function is 0 means product is also 0. There is no meaning in integrating from 0 to infinity. Instead, we can say it as what? Since this e to the power of minus st is a function which is multiplied by a function which exists at only one place. Hence, there is no meaning in integrating, because all the places it doesn't exist. If this exists at only one place, the product also will exist at only one place, because this rest of the places this function will become 0. Therefore, product is also will become 0. So therefore, the product will exist at only one place where this one exists. So therefore, there is no meaning in integrating from 0 to infinity. Instead, you take this function e to the power of minus st only at t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, what is that? We can write it 1, you will get it. E to the power of 0. T to the power of e to the power of 0 is what? 1. So therefore, Laplace transformation of delta of t is what? 1. Second function, this will fetch you. So substitution will fetch you one mark, and answer will be fetching 3 marks question. So this part is 3 marks total. Next, step function. Step function, Laplace transformation of step function. Step function is something like this. What is that we call? U of t. Its value is equal to, its value, the definition is like that. Its value is equal to 1. I did last class only. U of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0 and is equal to 0 elsewhere. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. Laplace transformation of u of t is equal to integration from 0 to infinity u of t into e to the power of minus st into dt. This function is ranging from where to where? 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity, that means this function will be represented like this. 0 to infinity, its value is 1. And elsewhere, before that, it is 0. So if this value is 1, it is integration from 0 to infinity only. That means 0 to infinity, this value is 1 only. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. This is equal to integration from 0 to infinity, 1 into e to the power of minus st, only from 0 to infinity. Integration is also from 0 to infinity, dt. Integrated e to the power of minus st divided by, what is that? E to the power of differentiation of minus st is what? Minus limits 0 to infinity, which is nothing but equal to what? 1 by minus s into e to the power of minus infinity, e to the power of minus infinity minus e to the power of 0. E to the power of minus infinity is 0, e to the power of 0 is 1. Therefore, what will you get? minus 1 by s into minus 1, minus minus gets cancelled. The answer is 1 by s. The Laplace transformation of step function is what? 1 by s. We get it. Okay, right. Now, the Laplace transformation of ramp function. This will fetch you 3 marks. Third one, ramp function. Okay, right. Ramp function, what is that we have? R of t. R of t is equal to, R of t is equal to, by definition, its value is equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0 and is equal to 0 elsewhere. That means starting from 0, t is what? At 0, its value is 0. At 1, its value is 1, R of t. When t is equal to 1, it become 1. T is equal to 2, it will become 2. So like this, it will be. This is your t. By definition, Laplace transformation of R of t is equal to integration from 0 to infinity R of t into e to the power of minus st into dt, which is equal to integration from 0 to infinity t into e to the power of minus st into dt. Once again, integration by parts. Integration by parts. So integration by parts is what? Integration of u dv is equal to uv minus integration of v du, 0 to infinity. Okay, right. So 0 to infinity. Now you find out what is u. Okay, right. U is equal to. So we can take it as u. So you decide in such a fashion that u is equal to t, so that the differential function, one which is differentiable, that you take it as u. U is equal to t and du is equal to what? 1. One is u, another one is dv, rest one is e to the power of minus st. And if you want to remove the differentiation, you should do integration. Integration of this one, e to the power of minus st. Integration of this one is what? E to the power of minus st. Integration e to the power of minus st divided by minus, what is that? With respect to time we are doing it. So what will you get? Divided by minus s, right? So integration of this one, e to the power of minus st divided by the differentiation of the minus st is what? Minus s we have. So go for this. Integration from where to where? So this is nothing but equal to uv. Integration of 0 to infinity t into e to the power of minus st dt is, u is what? Which one is u? This is u. This is, what is that? dv. U dv, no? dv. So is equal to what? uv. uv is what? t into e to the power of minus st divided by minus s uv between the limits 0 to infinity, that is for t. Okay, right. It's the 0 to infinity minus integration 0 to infinity v du. V is what? E to the power of minus st divided by minus s into v du. Du is what? 1 into dt. Okay, right. Now what is that? You can write it. Limits you substitute, e to the power of minus infinity is 0. So substitute here directly, 0 minus e to the power of 0. E to the power of 0 is 1 into 0, it will become 0 minus of minus, this become plus. Okay, integration of e to the power of minus st is what? E to the power of minus st is e to the power of minus st divided by, what is that we have? Already s is there, into, what is that we get? Differentiation divided by the differentiation of minus st is what? Minus s between the limits 0 to infinity. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. Minus minus gets cancelled, which is equal to 1 by s square into e to the power of minus infinity minus e to the power of 0 is e to the power of 0. This will become equal to 1. This will become equal to 0. Sorry, e to the power minus infinity is what? 0. And this is equal to, oh, really? So already that was cancelled, no? one minus sign. Yes. So what is that we have is V is or V du. V is what? Minus of V du. So therefore, what is that we have? 1 minute. UV is what? U is T into V is e to the power of minus st divided by minus s. I have written here. Minus, you write, I have written here. Minus, I'll write it. And after writing this minus, and this minus is for the whole thing. And this one, 1 minute. This minus is for whole thing. Okay, right. So this minus, okay. Now what is that we are writing? Minus integration from 0 to infinity v du. V is what? E to the power of minus st divided by minus s. E to the power of minus st divided by minus s into du is what? 1, correct. So now minus, so this minus sign I can, you can write it as minus 1 by s. I'll write it here as it is, 1 by minus s. And e to the power of minus st is what? E to the power of minus st divided by the integration of e to the power of minus st divided by minus s between the limits 0 to infinity. Now you see this 1 minus I left out now. That's what I am thinking. So now what I should do? So minus sign. Okay, right. This minus gets cancelled with this 1 minus sign. Now I have e to the power of minus st, e to the power of minus st divided by, what is that? Minus 1 by s will be there. And e to the power, now you put the upper limit and lower limit, e to the power of minus infinity minus e to the power of 0. Now we got this. E to the power of minus infinity is 0, e to the power of 0 is 1, and minus of minus is plus. So, and one more s is there, divided by, what is that we have? Yes. Okay, right. Now what is that you can write it? That is nothing but equal to what? 1 by s square. So Laplace transformation of r of t is 1 by s square. That's how we should do it, right? So therefore, we can standardize the relations like this. These are the standard relations. What we have, we can write it as Laplace transformation of delta of t. Laplace transformation of delta of t is 1. Laplace transformation of u of t is 1 by s. Laplace transformation of r of t is 1 by s square. So this is impulse function, this is step function, this is ramp function. Okay, right. So these are the standard relations and elementary signals we call it, elementary functions we call it as, right? Okay, I'll stop at this level. I'll continue in the next class.